Сегодня будет очередное интервью с невероятной Marilyn Atkinson.
I started much like you because I personally needed to work with my own trauma. Because with coaching, we work with what people can do.
Вот случаются чудеса, да, давай, вот только поверь.
What's the most loving response I want to have in this moment right now? And that way it gets good at being able to stand outside of the emotions.
Привет! Меня зовут Настя Халва, и на этом канале я помогаю тебе найти практики, чтобы узнать самого дорогого и важного человека в твоей жизни – это самого себя. Каждый мой выпуск наполнен практиками, которые ты можешь применить уже прямо сейчас. Досмотри этот выпуск до конца, и твое мышление, твоя жизнь точно изменится. Погнали!
Привет, мой дорогой зритель! Сегодня будет очередное интервью с невероятной Marilyn Atkinson. Она является основателем и президентом очень знаменитого эриксоновского университета. Она училась сама напрямую у Эриксона. Это первый психотерапевт, гипнотерапевт, кто начал работать с гипнозом. Я думаю, что многие, кто смотрит это видео, слышали про эриксоновский гипноз. Ну и, конечно, как всегда, вы найдете ответы на свои вопросы в этом интервью. Обязательно досмотри это видео до конца. Ну и, конечно, я буду благодарна твоей обратной связи. Погнали!
Yeah, where are you located? I noticed your company is Russian.
Yes, I'm originally from Russia, from Moscow, but right now I'm living in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I had some depression 2 years ago, and I started to figure out a lot about myself, about my inner world, because I had not my goals, and I had a business. I had chain of nail bars, and I did it, but one moment I understood and honestly started to answer that it's not my passion. I wanted to travel a lot. I wanted to live in different countries, and not mine, but because I didn't work with myself. I didn't know what is it coaching, how it works, and I had not mine dreams, not mine goals, and I was struggling a lot. Yeah.
Well, got it. You are here to reach an audience of people interested in working with themselves.
Yeah.
Are they
And
mostly in Russia? Are they mostly in the USA? Where is your audience?
mostly it is in Russian, but I have recently launched my English YouTube channel because now I'm in Los Angeles. I'm living in States, and mostly I speak in English. I have found very interesting experts like you in States, and it is very interesting because you started it do very long time, and it was my the first question to you that you do it for 40 years. Right now it is becoming mainstream, but 40 years ago people didn't think about it. And could you tell about it, how you started to do it?
Okay. I started much like you because I personally needed to work with my own trauma. That's why I
Okay.
became a psychologist in the first place.
Mhm.
Often people work with what they would heal in themselves. So it's a very valuable way to proceed, to step by step explore your own discovery system.
Mhm.
And I worked for many years with many groups. I worked with Milton Erickson, with Fritz Perls, with Alan Watts, with many different teachers. And I explored in many different systems. I very much explored trauma, as you mentioned. I started with Milton Erickson because I loved his 5 principles. He was able to touch almost any client. He said, people are okay. They have the resources they need. He showed again and again that this was true.
Could you explain what difference is between coaching and between psychologists?
Well, psychology, of course, takes 4 years of beginning and many more years to get a PhD, 2 years to get a master's degree, and so on. Coaching, we can, at Erickson, assist people to work with and develop their coaching abilities over 6 months. Because with coaching, we work with what people can do, and we don't work with the things they say they can't do.
It's like past experience. Do you mean you don't take past experience?
We don't work with problems per se, where somebody says, oh, I've got this terrible problem. In coaching, we work with how the brain actually works, because the brain works primarily with what we want and our intention and our aims and our dreams. And so we assist people to, first of all, get their resources. Like Milton said, find they've got resources, discover and forgive themselves that they did the best they could so far, and now they just need some assistance to get going and move further. So they're not broken. There's nothing wrong with them. They are okay. And they simply now, step by step by step, build their future and build their capacity to be really present right now.
And, maybe right now, different spiritual magic thinking is very becoming more popular and popular. Then you can you can manifesting, you can meditate what you want. What do you think about it? And is it not the same? Coaching, it's like, could you explain what do you think about it and how it works if compared to coaching?
There's so many different systems. It's very difficult for me to talk about something and call them all magic thinking. Every time we have a hope, you might call that magic thinking. We look at the future and see ourselves accomplishing something and say, wow, I can see myself doing that. And that's very valuable because it gives us inspiration. It gives us some ideas how we might achieve. It's not magic thinking. It's actually learning. We're learning what are the steps to get there? What do I want? How might I achieve it? We're looking at different kinds of strategies to make it happen. And that's what coaching is all about. What are the strategies that you can build, the skill sets, the learning sets, the self-discoveries where you say, hey, I really do have more resources than I thought I did.
Почему я у Мэрилин спросила про магическое мышление? Потому что сейчас очень много транслируют о том, что манифестируй, вот случаются чудеса, да, давай, вот только поверь. Можно очень легко уйти в крайность. Я, кстати, тоже в ней была недолгое время, когда ты начинаешь перестраивать свое мышление, ты начинаешь как бы верить в чудеса, и теперь тебе кажется, что вот все будет случаться по щелчку пальцев. Нет, к сожалению или к счастью, оно происходит немножко не так. И чудеса действительно бывают, но чудеса бывают тогда, когда приложены действия, и твои действия приложены в правильном направлении. Тогда, да, чудеса сбываются, и тогда случаются квантовые скачки. Но вот здесь вот есть некое такое недопонимание. Люди уходят вот в эту крайность магического мышления, да, что там на все воля Божья, на все воля Вселенная, и тем самым отдают свою ответственность за свою жизнь каким-то там высшим силам. Поэтому мне очень интересен взгляд таких людей, как Мэрилин, на вообще вот этот вопрос, да, то есть что они думают по поводу так называемого магического мышления.
Do you help people through coaching treat their traumas or not? And do you believe that you can treat your trauma at the end, or you will have it all your life? What do you think about it?
Well, first I'll give you the bad news. Anything you've learned and you've turned into a connector in the brain. For example, you thought that idea a bunch, and maybe you took on the idea, oh, I'm not good at this or that. Those thought systems still stay there all your life, because once you build a connected link in the brain, you've built it. However, you can build better ones, stronger ones that allow you to say yes to yourself in brand new ways. So it's kind of like a Russian doll. Doesn't matter what's really been there before, you can build something bigger and stronger that contains that old system. Now, that system may be an old trauma, yes, but you build something better and stronger than that old trauma. Can it still come up? Well, it could, actually. So they don't disappear forever. If something unique happens that you haven't planned for, that takes you by surprise, yes, you might hit that old fear, fight or flight, but now you know what to do about it.
Okay, and can I say, like, you give me, if you work in coaching, you give me new beliefs about myself, and my brain remember it, and I start to repeat it in my mind. And
No, it's not like that exactly. It's not new beliefs. No, you need to be completely open to discovery. We don't want to, create more beliefs. I mean, that's either I believe this or I believe that. No. What you want is the ability to step back from all those beliefs and have choice right now. What's the most useful? What's the most relevant? What's the most heart connected and truthful? What's the most loving response I want to have in this moment right now?
And do you have a coach right now, or you're coaching
Oh,
yourself?
yeah. I need to have a coach. And I do coach myself. Absolutely. Both.
Is it works when you coach yourself?
Yes. But you need to learn how. There's a lot to coaching yourself. So first you need to understand how coaching works. And then you need to work with a journal. You need to know how to ask yourself questions that open up your inner knowledge. You need to be able to listen to yourself effectively, which many people don't know how to do.
Yes, but I think people lean to cheat yourself. Yeah, and it can be dangerous coach yourself.
You said it right. You need to know how to listen to yourself so that you gradually learn how to, first of all, stay in something we call coach position, which is overview. Okay, I'm in an argument. Suppose I'm listening to myself and I'm noticing there's two parts of myself. One's arguing for something and another's arguing for something else. You've probably noticed that kind of internal dialogue, have you not?
Yeah.
So I can notice that without believing either of those two little parts, if you want to call it, parts of myself. And I can begin to notice how to listen like a coach. Notice to listen what's really important to me, how to ask deeper questions, and how to use my journal to think with.
Okay, could you share, please, to us maybe 3 or 5 tools how I can improve listening to myself?
First of all, you need to start and practice. Listening to yourself is not easy at the beginning. You need a time when you do it regularly. first thing in the morning when you wake up and you just lie in bed for a few minutes and maybe you think about your dreams or what's happened and you notice your commentary, your thoughts about all that. And those are what you listen to, those, but you don't believe them. That's your internal dialogue. I listen with respect to those parts of myself, but you're listening from what we call coach position. You're not believing those parts. You're not falling into them. Instead, we listen and notice, oh, there's a part of myself that's offended, but we don't believe that part. We thank it for telling us. And in that way, we get stronger and stronger as a professional.
Поясняю, почему я спросила про селф-коучинг. На мой взгляд, мне лично себя сложно селф-коучить, потому что здесь получается некая такая конструкция ума, которая, на мой взгляд, начинает продавливать в свою сторону. Да? И я считаю лично, что каждому из нас необходим специалист, либо хотя бы адвайзер, да? То есть какая-то третья сторона, которая может посмотреть не вовлеченно в твою ситуацию. И, конечно, круто обладать инструментами самокоучинга, да, безусловно, чтобы общаться с людьми. То есть это очень важный навык, да, это очень Мэрилин, я с ним полностью согласна. Но заниматься самокоучингом я, например, для себя такую стратегию не выбираю. Я все-таки пойду, заплачу деньги человеку, и лучше со мной поработают, и не будут эмоционально вовлечены в конкретные мои ситуации. И я все-таки убеждена, что каждому хирургу нужен хирург, потому что каким бы первоклассным хирург не был, он не может сам себя прооперировать. Это мое мнение. Я знаю, что среди моих знакомых есть люди, которые, скажем так, занимаются вот этой самотерапией. Даже используют какие-то вещества и вот начинают терапевтироваться. Это классно, если это работает, но я считаю, что это может и сыграть очень злую шутку. Мое мнение, мое особенное мнение. Если у вас есть другое мнение, был какой-то опыт, то поделитесь, было бы очень интересно обсудить эту тему.
What about some different techniques like meditation, something like this? Do you use it or did
Oh,
you?
absolutely. Mindfulness is what we use. Now, mindfulness is another way to listen to yourself. You create a space inside and you just relax. Let your head relax and your jaw relax and your throat relax, shoulders relax, and you just be present and notice something maybe like your breathing going in and out.
Mhm.
And you notice, oh, there's a thought. And you let it go by and go back to your breathing. And another one bubbles up. Oh, there's another thought. But you get good at staying out of the thoughts. You don't grab onto them like they're true. And that allows you to really grow up, become mature, become able to manage your own mind. Because otherwise, emotions manage us. What is an emotion? In English, the word emotion means away from motion.
I think it's like, for me, it's language that speak with my body.
Well, in a way, you're right. The limbic system in the brain, our emotional center, is the old mammal part of the brain, which has been around for 50 million years. So it doesn't have language. And it's all about either fight, run away, flee, or freeze. That's not very useful to us human beings. It's useful if if you step in front of a bus and the bus is going to hit you, you want to dive away again because the emotional system is very fast. what we need, rather, is the ability to overview our emotions. That's what we're talking about here. And that takes a little practice because the whole cerebral cortex is much newer than the old emotional system. So it needs to practice. And that way it gets good at being able to stand outside of the emotions and not get pulled into anger or conflict or beliefs that somebody's bad, all those kinds of things.
Absolutely agree. Okay, if I understand, if I am on the start of this way, and how long time I need for become a self-coach for myself?
Usually it takes about 2 years, I'll be
2
honest.
years?
Yeah.
Mhm.
In 6 months, you can make some real headway. If you come into Erickson Coaching International and take a coaching program and you're practicing with other participants and practicing with yourself, 6 months, you can do a lot with yourself as well as other people. 2 years, you can become a real leader, a leader in the world who's professional, who's able to be known for their wisdom. If you really
Wow.
focus and practice, you will get there.
Are you teaching right now online, or you have some branches in offline in different countries?
Some of them are on site, some of them are online, but people from all those regions join online in English usually.
And it's really incredible that you graduated almost 50,000 coaches.
Yeah,
Wow,
2,000 a year.
it's really awesome. And what plans do you have? What do you want to do more students or something like this?
We're growing the Erickson all the time. We do have a course on trauma. We have courses, introductory courses that are absolutely free. Lots of ways to find out about coaching, plus books. I've written books in Russian. They're available, 6 of them. New one just coming out. And I invite you to explore.
Yeah, I think I do it.
So I appreciate the meeting, Anastasia.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate too for this interview. Thank you so much. And you are incredible person. And really, what are you doing? It's amazing because you treat people, and it's really amazing because
Thank
our
you.
world is becoming better and better from people like you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.
Ну что, рассказывайте, как вам интервью? Мне очень понравилась Мэрилин. Она тоже говорит об одном и том же, да, о том, что очень важно слушать себя. И просто она нашла такую стратегию, да, через коучинг, как через вопросы найти ответы к самому себе и помочь еще огромному количеству людей. То, что делает Мэрилин, особенно в своем возрасте, ну, это просто потрясающе, и я преклоняюсь, восхищаюсь и еще раз благодарю за такую невероятную возможность брать интервью, хоть и онлайн, у таких людей. Если такие люди соглашаются, для меня это еще один показатель того, что я делаю свое дело и двигаюсь в правильном направлении. Благодарю тебя еще раз за то, что посмотрел это интервью.